Welcome to Grace and Truth Network channel, where we delve into biblical history to reveal hidden truths and fascinating stories. Did you know that God did not actually create Satan? This might sound surprising, but let's explore this intriguing concept with insights directly from the Bible. If you enjoy our content, consider subscribing for more engaging and enlightening videos. Today, we'll uncover the truth about who created Satan and delve into the origins of Lucifer, his fall, and the profound role of free will in this story. We often receive many questions from our followers, but one of the biggest questions is, if God is all-knowing and knew the devil was going to sin, why did he create him? The real question should be, did God really create Satan? Today, we are going to answer this question, and the only way to truly answer it is to start from the beginning. First, let's understand why God created angels like Lucifer. Hebrews 1 states, "And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?" This tells us that God created angels as messengers and servants made of flaming fire, to help and care for those who are to receive salvation. Psalm 103 also states, "His angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure." From these verses, we know the reason God created angels, including Lucifer. They were created to worship and serve God, obeying his commands and carrying out his orders. The Bible states that Lucifer was one of the highest-ranked angels. In Ezekiel 28, God stated, "Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering. The workmanship of thy tablets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee, in the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created till iniquity was found in thee." This passage highlights that Lucifer was created perfect and full of wisdom. God appointed him as the anointed guardian angel. So God created Lucifer as good. The Bible emphasizes that everything God created was good. Genesis 1 states, "And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good." This includes the creation of Lucifer and all heavenly beings. So if God created everything good, including Lucifer, where did the evil in Lucifer's heart come from? The simple answer is, it came from Lucifer himself. Evil can't just appear in Lucifer if God was the one who created him. This is where free will comes in. God gave his creation, including angels and humans, the gift of choice. This gift of choice is essential to show genuine love in a relationship. John 3:16 states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." The Bible revolves around the idea of love, and a significant part of love is choice. Jesus chose to die for us because he genuinely loved us. Similarly, God gave Adam and Eve the choice in the Garden of Eden, telling them what to avoid to live a long life. Lucifer was created good but became known as evil Satan when he made the choice to depart from God. Isaiah 14 states, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." Pride entered Lucifer's heart, and he made a conscious choice to turn away from God and desire to be higher than God. This choice led to his downfall and the name Satan being associated with him. God did not create Satan, he created Lucifer as a good being. However, Lucifer's choice to depart from God led to him becoming Satan or the devil. Revelation 12 also describes how Lucifer convinced a third of the angels in heaven to fight against God, leading to their defeat and expulsion from heaven. This shows that some angels chose to go against God and sided with Lucifer, while most angels remained loyal to God. To understand this more deeply, we need to explore the concept of free will. Free will is the ability to choose between different possible courses of action unimpeded. Free will is closely linked to moral responsibility, praise, guilt, sin, and other judgments that apply only to actions that are freely chosen. The Bible supports the idea that humans and angels have free will, and their choices have real consequences. In Genesis 2, God placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and gave them one command: not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Genesis 16-17 states, "And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die." By placing the tree in the garden and commanding Adam and Eve not to eat from it, God gave them a choice. This choice was essential to their free will and their ability to genuinely love and obey God. Without the option to disobey, their obedience would not be genuine. Similarly, Lucifer was given free will. He was created perfect and good, but he had the choice to obey God or not. When he chose to rebel against God, he exercised his free will. His rebellion was not a flaw in God's creation, but a misuse of the gift of free will. Let's delve into the nature of this rebellion. Lucifer's desire to ascend above God and be like the Most High was driven by pride. Pride is often considered the original sin because it can lead to other sins. In Lucifer's case, his pride led to rebellion, and his rebellion led to his fall from grace. The Bible provides further insights into the consequences of Lucifer's rebellion. Revelation 12:7-9 states, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." This passage describes the cosmic battle that resulted from Lucifer's rebellion. Michael and his angels fought against Lucifer, the dragon, and his angels, and Lucifer was ultimately cast out of heaven. This expulsion marks the transition from Lucifer, the anointed cherub, to Satan, the adversary. Satan's role as the adversary is further explored in various parts of the Bible. In the book of Job, Satan appears as an accuser who challenges the faithfulness of God's servants. Job 1:6-12 describes a scene in which Satan appears before God and questions Job's integrity, suggesting that Job is faithful only because he is blessed. God allows Satan to test Job's faith, demonstrating that Satan's role includes testing and tempting humans. The New Testament also emphasizes Satan's role as the adversary. In Matthew 4, Satan tempts Jesus in the wilderness, offering him all the kingdoms of the world in exchange for worship. Jesus resists these temptations, highlighting the spiritual battle between good and evil. Now, let's return to the idea that God did not create Satan as evil. The transformation from Lucifer to Satan was a result of Lucifer's choices. This distinction is crucial because it underscores the importance of free will and personal responsibility. God created Lucifer as a good being with the potential for greatness, but Lucifer's pride and rebellion led to his downfall. This understanding helps us address the question of why God allows evil to exist. If God is all-powerful and all-good, why does he permit evil? The existence of evil is often explained through the concept of free will. Without the possibility of choosing evil, free will would not truly exist. Genuine love and obedience require the ability to choose otherwise. The presence of evil also allows for the demonstration of God's love and justice. God's plan for redemption through Jesus Christ showcases his love for humanity. John 3:16, as mentioned earlier, highlights this profound love. Jesus' sacrifice on the cross provides a way for humanity to be reconciled with God, overcoming the consequences of sin and evil. In this context, evil serves a purpose in the grand narrative of redemption. It provides a contrast that highlights the goodness of God and the transformative power of his love. Romans 8:28 states, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." Even the existence of evil can be used to fulfill God's purposes and demonstrate His glory. Another aspect to consider is the role of Satan and demons in the ongoing spiritual battle. Ephesians 6:12 states, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." This passage emphasizes that our struggles are not merely physical but also spiritual. The presence of Satan and his forces reminds us of the reality of this spiritual warfare and the need to rely on God's strength and armor. In conclusion, God created Lucifer as a perfect and good being, endowed with wisdom and beauty. Lucifer's transformation into Satan was a result of his own choices, driven by pride and rebellion. This distinction is crucial because it highlights the importance of free will and personal responsibility. God did not create Satan as an evil being. Rather, Lucifer chose to depart from God's goodness. The existence of free will allows for genuine love and obedience, as well as the possibility of choosing otherwise. This choice is essential to the nature of our relationship with God. The presence of evil, though challenging, serves a purpose in the grand narrative of redemption and the demonstration of God's love and justice. Understanding the origin of Satan and the role of free will provides deeper insights into the nature of good and evil, the purpose of suffering, and the importance of our choices. As we navigate our spiritual journeys, let us remember that God is sovereign and that His love and justice will ultimately prevail. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the truth about who created Satan. We hope this exploration has provided you with deeper insights into the nature of good and evil, free will, and the profound choices that shape our spiritual journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are on a journey to reach 50K subscribers and promise to bring you the best quality videos filled with biblical insights and hidden truths. Your support means the world to us. Stay tuned for more enlightening content from Grace and Truth Network.